Hello, this is EE Times reporting from Nvidia's GTC 2024 conference in San Jose in California, and I'm Nitin Dahad, and we have
Sally Ward-Foxton.
So we both listened into the keynote from Jensen Huang, the founder and CEO of Nvidia today, and it was quite energetic, quite engaging. What were your sort of initial thoughts on it?
I mean, it's basically like being at a rock concert. You're in an ice hockey stadium completely packed with tens of thousands of people. The lighting, the sound, the atmosphere was absolutely incredible, and everybody just ate it up, me included.
Yeah, and the capacity is something like 17,000 for that stadium. So it was a packed stadium, and people cheer for AI. I mean, that's kind of like it's a rock concert for AI, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is basically the rock star of AI. Even wears the leather jacket. So, yeah, it was very high energy, tons of innovation, tons of new announcements. Basically, the next market-leading AI chip, I think.
So yeah, tell us about the chip, because I think we have the chip, we have the services, and then all the different applications. But literally, he's like announced partnerships with almost everybody. Well, they probably saved it up for this.
That's right. Yeah. So on the chip, Blackwell, the new platform's called Blackwell. The B200 is actually two reticle-sized dies right next to each other. Nvidia's chiplet concept is called the super chip. There wasn't previously a GPU super chip. There's only a CPU super chip called Grace super chip. So yeah, this is the first multi-die CPU. Yeah, it's very cool. About 2.5 times the performance of the H100. So it's double the size. Tons of HBM3E. It's gone to a new process node. We don't know how much power it's going to use, but for the bigger systems, they are moving to liquid cooling now, so that suggests it might be a lot.
And made quite a bit of the two dies being coherently. The coherent memory and the cache coherency.
That's right, fully cache coherent. So it kind of looks like one big GPU effectively, which makes it, I guess, easier to program. For these very, very large language models, that's what you need. You want to try and fit the whole thing kind of on the chip. So yeah, it's good.
And that's another point, actually. It was all about the training, and he quoted lots of large figures, but it's about just getting all of that training data, and then figuring out how to deliver that at lower cost, I suppose.
Yeah, there was no dollar price on the Blackwell or the Grace Blackwell, so I guess we'll have to wait and see how much the dollar cost is going to be.
Yeah, no, I mean, he implied that, so I think.
I think we can guess it might be a lot, but that's as much as we know.
Yeah, although he held up the boards and he just in jest he said, this is 10 billion, 5 billion. So we're not really sure.
No,
but
we're not. We're not.
So and then was there anything else? I thought. This whole thing about bringing that whole, just like we had the Intel event here a few weeks ago, the Intel Foundry, we've got basically the whole ecosystem coming together, but all the announcements were all the partners, EDA partners, chip partners, and your customers as well.
Yeah, cloud providers, server manufacturers, everybody is here. And he had slides with all the logos on. There's dozens and dozens of partners here. So, yeah, it's definitely everybody wants in. It's a whole ecosystem around NVIDIA.
And he was making a point about, this conference is about the conference of the era of AI and how AI will drive everything. And went through all the applications, from healthcare to enterprise to automotive to the robotics. There's basically he's seeing AI in everything, and that's going to drive Nvidia's revenue up and stock up, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, his vision kind of for the future of compute was AI in the data center, AI on Jensen in robotics and AVs, but also Omniverse in the middle, kind of doing this synthetic data and making this training data for the AI kind of all linked together. So all of the bits of the vision for the future of computing have NVIDIA in them, just in case you wondered.
And he sort of pulled the whole story of how Nvidia started with that first, before that, but also with DGX1 delivering that to OpenAI and seeing where we are now.
Yeah, what was it, 0.1 of a petaflop to now 72 petaflops or something, so yeah, 720 petaflops, so yeah, no shortage of innovation, I think, in the last 5 years.
And one of the things I think I think in any sort of system level thinking that we write about in our magazines is it's not just about the chip, and I think he made quite a point about that. It's not just a GPU. It's like the software, it's CUDA, and it's about the applications. And then one of those was around the NIMs, the Nvidia inference machine microservices. So I think taking that concept and taking it to allow people to take that to different platforms and own it, obviously at a cost, but I think that's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of fine-tune them, customize them with your own data for your own specific use case. He also talked about teaming them up in a kind of multimodal, so yeah, in case you need to have more than one model on the same type of data. Yeah, it was very interesting, and I think this is another way he's basically trying to monetize what they've got, but yeah, I'm excited about it.
And I mean, one of the things he left us with was around the robotics and robotics being the future, whether it's autonomous vehicles, guided vehicles in factories, or humanoids. And I think he had them come on stage as well. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, the humanoids, they were very advanced actually compared to what I personally have seen before. Obviously it's working. The synthetic training data and the work they're doing on AI is definitely working. What is the use case for the humanoid robots? I'm not sure. I can definitely see it for the warehouses and the forklifts and the arms and the robot arms, and that's much easier to imagine. I'm not sure what the humanoids are actually going to do.
Well, there was one here this morning, and I think it's still there. But it is quite interesting how it's evolved and how the manipulation skills are so, the dexterity is so good on the ones we saw.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that's evolving all the time. It's a big field of research, so yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more on the exhibit floor maybe later.
So what's your final thought?
I mean, this is big bucks for Nvidia, no shortage of innovation. Can't wait to find out more about the second gen transformer engine and some of the other innovation in Blackwell. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. I think it's a lot of exciting stuff, and when you look at all the different areas of applications, from weather to sort of medical, it seemed quite impressive on show. Let's see what happens. But this is Nitin, Dahad, and Sally Ward-Foxton signing off with eTimes and embedded.com, and we will come to you again soon.
Thank you.